You're making a mistake. I think you should fight me instead.
Get out of here with that bullshit. Now comes CM Punk with the handling looking gloomy and sad. He then starts off by congratulating Cody for his win. He then tells us he tore his tricep during the Royal Rumble match and is probably going to miss the Elimination Chamber. He goes on an emotional rant about someone he knows who is fighting cancer with a smile on their face. He also talks about his journey in the past 5 years, which was filled with fear and failure. Then tells us he's going to miss WrestleMania. But in the middle of the sentence, Drew McIntyre's music hits. It genuinely looked like Punk was not expecting that. I don't know why this felt really unplanned, but Drew goes on to tell Punk he feels for what he's going through. But he absolutely meant all the things he said about Punk before. And actually, he targeted Punk at the Royal Rumble and was happy when he heard the news about his injury. Then Punk tells Drew after rehab, he will come back for him. Then he attacks him and attacks his arm. But then, Sami Zayn comes out to help Punk. Anyways, Godspeed for Punk. As much as I'm not a Punk fan, but missing WrestleMania entirely is not cool. Drew is a real life I used to pray for times like these meme. Definitely did not see the promo going that direction. He had me rolling. Man, this sucks. You can tell CM Punk was crying during the promo. It's a shame because he was finally gonna main event WrestleMania. Then this happened. Wishing him a speedy recovery. Next, the Judgement Day members at the back talk about how they got distracted. Obviously talking about R-Truth, which I agree upon. The same comedic gag gets boring at some point. Anyways, this leads them to a match against DIY for the undisputed tag team titles. And we get a standard tag match with a lot of good spots, with more near falls than you expect. DIY is good, much better than their single runs in the main roster. Priest needs to cash in, man, and better needs a world title. But for now, this kind of works. But Judgement Day returns with the coup de grace from Finn Balor on Ciampa. Wait, I just remembered. Where are the Creed brothers? Okay, the whole Judgement Day came out to celebrate, and Damian Priest says they need to apologize to R-Truth. He comes out and they invite him to the ring. He tells Priest he's like his older brother. Finn is like a weird uncle. Dom just get booed. And McDonough is a step brother. Priest tells R-Truth he is not in the Judgement Day, and they beat him up. Then the Miz comes out and they beat him up also, standing tall. I think Judgement Day might actually face Awesome Truth at Elimination Chamber or WrestleMania. Awesome Truth is back. I can't wait for them to win the tag team titles at WrestleMania. Gotta give DIY the titles eventually. It'll be a few years before we get that juicy DIY feud. But either way, DIY gonna cook so hard when they do win the titles and cook as champs, and after all is well. Damian Priest can't help but break character whenever he sees R-Truth. This was a fun segment. Stark and Bayzler vs Chelsea and Piper was next. It's crazy how dominant Bayzler was in NXT to get countless failed pushes in the main roster. Chester Green is very interesting to me. I don't know what it is. Anyways, they make quick work of him and take the win. Hell yeah, Shayna and Zoe continue their tear to the division. Get those belts and show them why you're the two most dangerous women in the locker room. Now Niven and Green finally getting the crowd chant. Chester Green is so entertaining and Piper Niven is improving. Time for Dusty's kid, Cody Rhodes. Coming out to a quiet crowd. Like, what's with these crowds, bro? Cody has to fish for the you deserve a chance, but anyways. He did something cool though when he asked Samantha to introduce him again. He talks about how thankful he is to the fans for Saturday. And before he makes it official about who is challenging, out comes Seth Rollins. And I got scared for a moment. Wait, are they gonna do The Rock versus Reigns after all? No. Seth congratulates Cody Rhodes. He then tells Cody to pick him for WrestleMania. Then the crowd literally chants, no. Which was interesting. Seth adds, he's the guy and holds the true prestigious title. He goes off on Roman Reigns about how he has defended his title. Also talk about how they don't need Roman Reigns' title. He really finesses him about the World Heavyweight title match at WrestleMania. And he gives him time to think, leaving him with internal conflict. Cody tells Seth Rollins he will think about it. They better not do the fucking bullshit, bro. We don't want that match. What do you mean for the World Championship? He must dethrone Reigns, bro. Get out of here with that. My heart was slowly sinking this entire segment. If Cody turns down his chance at redemption against Roman, if he turns down winning the WWE Championship Dusty never won, if it turns out finishing the story just to fight the guy he's already beaten 3 times, or just so The Rock can have Roman at WrestleMania, I'll be extremely mad and disappointed. Seth, I think you should fight me instead, Cody. But I already beat you at WrestleMania. Yeah, Seth, I don't want the secondary title, I want a real world title. Cody Rose. Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed is next, with Jey Uso coming out to a bigger pop than Cody. Bronson Reed needs a great opponent. He has undoubtable potential. What was the point of putting Jey Uso on Raw again? I forgot. They have a good match, but Jey Uso takes the win on Bronson. Here's blunder, I know. Jey Uso might be the most electric superstar right now. He connects with the crowd well. We did a WrestleMania match between Jimmy and Jey Uso. Yeet versus Meat. Andrade signs a Raw contract. This is exactly what happened in AEW, by the way. Nick Aldis comes in, and I still say he should have answered in the Royal Rumble. It would have been crazy. But luckily, it feels like Braun Breaker was signed with SmackDown, which is absolutely amazing. Gunther was robbed. Point blank finished. Anyways, he'll be fighting Kofi for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. The match was obviously really good, but slower than I expected. Kofi can literally go his whole career without winning another World Championship, and he will still be absolutely loved. Gunther just can't get his massive push. This man is the longest reigning Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of all times. The title means something important now. The last time that happened was with The Miz, but unlike Miz, Gunther's henchmen are highly useful for his win. But the result was predictable as Gunther defeats Kofi with a powerbomb. Imperium comes to beat up New Day, and for a second I thought Big E was going to come out. What? Since his debut on the main roster on April 9th, 2022, Gunther has never lost, with only a count-out on his record. Gunther never disappoints to give prestige to the IC title. Gunther deserves to be in the world title picture. Just give the IC title to other guys and bring Gunther not to the mid-card, but the world title picture. The Kabuki Warriors, the greatest women's tag team champions of all times, are next, and will take on Tegan Nox and Natalya. Natalya is not going anywhere, no matter what you say. This match was filler, and pretending otherwise is just a lie. It didn't even flow well most of the time, but whatever. At least we got to see Asuka, the greatest female wrestler of all time. Obviously, the Kabuki Warriors win, and we'll be fighting the rematch next week. Gotta respect Natalya, she's still going on a high level, toe-to-toe with this modern woman wrestler. Next, it's time for Bayley, with the whole crew in the ring already. It's a shame for Io Sky having such a boring run, but whatever. Bayley goes on a rant about how everyone doubted his idea for a group, but now they are strapped to the T, and it's all because of her. Rhea Ripley comes out to confront her, but Nia Jax comes from behind, attacking Rhea, and giving her 3 leg drops and an annihilator. Tells Bayley to pick Io because Rhea won't make it to WrestleMania, and Bayley says she will make a choice on Friday. I know I'm going to get a lot of disagreements, but Nia Jax has really improved, and she's been really great during this run. To be honest, Bayley should go for Io's title. Knowing their history, this would add taste to their storyline. Anyways, Sami Zayn vs Drew McIntyre is the main event, and personally, I love this psychopathic Drew. It fits him better, especially because his character was only on a decline after losing the championship. Sami Zayn after losing his race has never recovered, but it still got the crowd a little bit. Nevertheless, the match was absolutely good, even getting at This Is Awesome chants at some point. It ends with McIntyre low-blowing Sami Zayn and beats him with a claymore. Drew always winning the 9 important matches. Drew is already one of the best heels right now. He's so good at playing his role.